What is up, you peeps? My name is Ian. I sell books on eBay and Vinted. And this morning, this is Sunday, this morning, I broke my eBay record for a single sale on books. Quite chuffed with that, but you're going to have to wait and see what it is. Because today I'd already thought about this before that even happened. Because there's a couple of nice sales that I would do this a little bit differently today. Whilst I itch my back. I've got such an itchy back. I thought let's start with like the cheapest, lowest value sale and work our way up to the biggest sales. Because, like I said, before even this morning, there was a couple of reasonable sales came in yesterday. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the way it's worked out, unsurprisingly, all the cheaper sales are on Vinted and all the more expensive sales are on eBay. So we're still going to be doing it Vinted then eBay, but we're going to try and pick out the lowest value ones and just work our way up from there till we get to our record breaking single sale, which I'm quite delighted with. Whilst we wait for Vinted to verify our identity and start releasing funds, it's nice to have some money coming in from elsewhere. So without further ado, let's take a wee crack at one of these. And the lowest value sale yesterday was a kid's book. No great surprise. I don't list these for an awful lot of money. I list them pretty darn cheap. And it was Superworm by Julia Donaldson. So just the wee board book. You know, you get the idea. Julia Donaldson always sells, and I just pick up the kids' books when I can because they're usually pretty darn cheap, and I can get a big pile of them for, you know, literally just a few quid. So yeah, we stack them high and see what happens. Let's pop that over there and then find the next one. Whilst I do, yes, Shutter Island. You're all nutters. Every single last one of you that sits and watches these entire videos. I mean, it's very much appreciated. Don't get me wrong. I really do appreciate you. But I was surprised. Market Man Mike. Doodle Sparkle Cleaning. Sycophants. Stone Island Kirkcaldy. Did you watch it to the end or did you just leave another comment? Oh, it was a different comment. I don't know if you watched it all the way to the end. So I'll take that back, Kirkcaldy. 14669. Moonraker's Vintage. I don't know if I've heard from you before. That's a cool name, I have to say. Nick, did you get to the end? I don't know. Old Lady Hen, you did. Thank you very much. Shara Stevens. That's heading into Sean Connery territory, isn't it? Shara Stevens, 9594, Shutter Island, good video. You watched it all the way to the end. Thank you very much. O ye of little faith. Mandy Williams. Not Mandy Williams is of little faith. I'm of little faith. I just realised we went from Moonraker to Sean Connery. Wrong Bond. And nobody can do Roger Moore. Yeah, so thank all you guys for watching it to the end. I really am quite surprised. I just assume nobody really does. So that's good to know. I'll just keep going for maybe 2.5 hours today. See how we can do that. But no, that's a lie, obviously. Don't have time to sit here for 2.5 hours. Gibba-gabbing all day long. Let's see if we can find the next cheapest book on Vinted, which I think was for £1.63. The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. Really good book. Really good film, actually. I remember enjoying the film too. Yeah, Colour Purple, Alice Walker, £1.63. Which takes us on to, I think we've got a few at quite a similar kind of price point. But have we reached them yet? Oh, they're scrolling up and down. It's making me go slightly wall-eyed. £1.70 for A Lineage of Grace. And as usual, it's second from the bottom in a bundle. Let's just balance them up in the fingertips. A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. There we go. Big old paperback. Why can't I see? I'm not wearing my glasses. That's why I can't see. I'm just thinking I can't see what I'm showing you. It looks like it's all blurry. And that's because it is. Because I'm blind as a bat. £1.70 for A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. And let's turn back into the Specky Git. There we go. Specky Git is back. £1.70, right, so we've got a few now at £1.98. So let's get all of them done in a fell swoop. Star Wars, Honour and Duty. Nice wee graphic novel there. £1.98. What else was £1.98? We've got, ooh, the Sewing Machine, which is it down here? Yes, there we go. The Sewing Machine by Natalie Fergie. There we go. A wee book about a sewing machine. And then another one at £1.98, I'm sure. Yes! Osmundo Ricardo, The Man Who Died Twice, Thursday Murder Club, Book 2, I believe. £1.98 for the wee paperback there. And then I think that's all our 198ers gone. And we can move up to things that cost nearly £2. Well, that was nearly £2. Now we're going to be over the £2 mark. Starting with, ah yes, there it is. Past Mortems by Carla Valentine, which is there. There we go. Life and Death Behind Mortuary Doors. We've got large paperback. That's what it looks like. So that wee. I've never noticed that before. How has that happened? It's got a wee bit of a chew at the top. Not a chew, but you know. Interesting. Anyway, £2.13 for that one. And then that takes us up to, is it £2.72 or is it something different? It's £2.72 for Gino's Pasta. Like Gino De Campo. You like I talk in Italian? Sorry, that was terrible. That was terrible. That was like something from the 70s. I apologise profusely, profoundly, and everything else. But yeah, one of the wee cookbooks I've been listing, sold for a couple of quid, plus the other, whatever it is you get on Vinted Pro, so £2.72. Have we got anyone? Oh, I think we're on the threes now. Yeah, it's just like flying up. We've got two at £3.38. Do we have anything else in between? I don't think we do. So let's go with the first one at £3.38, which is Witchcraft, a wee handbook of spells and potions. When I picked this up, it had a few wee post-it notes stuck in it, which was quite cute. It was one page was marked for sleepovers, and then various other things, but that was quite nice. Anastasia Greywolf with original illustrations by Melissa West. There we go. Witchcraft, it's a book and it's sold for £3.38, as did a bundle. We got a bundle in here. Where is it? Where have all the bundles gone? Dooby dooby doo doo. Biff and Chip and 10 Little Unicorns. There we go. £3.38 as well. We've got The Spaceship. Bit of sci-fi. The Real Slim Floppy. And 10 Little Unicorns, which I believe is a reworking of the Agatha Christie story, which we're not allowed to refer to for obvious reasons. £3.38 for the three of those. Now we're getting on to the big boys now. Big boys. So let's find the big boys. We've got one there at £5.13 and one there at £5.48. So by the way I've been doing this, that means that the next one is the one that's sold for £5.13, which is a bit of Heather Morris. We got Sisters Under the Rising Sun, Silka's Journey, and a wee hardcover of Three Sisters. So there we go, the three of them for, what did I say, £5.38? £5.13. And that leaves me with one last Vinted order, which is from Daymeister 200. Is that one of those reclining chairs? The Daymeister 200. Push your feet up, keep your coffee warm, rest your ass. Only available from selected retailers. Andy, thank you very much. Looking forward to getting stuck into the road after my recent video saying how good I thought it was. Yeah, I would recommend The Road to everybody, and at the same time say I don't think anyone should ever read it because it's just traumatic. For me, it was very traumatic, but it is a spectacularly good book. So this bundle of 3 is The Road, because we've just said that. Something a little bit lighter, but another one that I read and was actually very, very good as well. Troy by Stephen Fry. And it's, you cannot help read, certainly that little series of books, without your head being Stephen Fry. It's like the narration from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, good book, that one. And the third one in that little bundle is George Lucas, a biography by John Baxter. So I just listed that yesterday. And Andy's got straight into it there, but yes, The Road is one of the greats, one of the greats. I hope you enjoy it, and you'll be reading it and going, what is that muppet talking about, man? This is pure pants. Yeah. Well, that's something else you said in here. What was it? Would you ever consider doing a video where you show the viewers your favourite books from your personal collection? Not necessarily expensive ones, but ones you just love reading multiple times, or ones that are visually appealing. I actually do a bit of that on my second channel. Yeah, you can get a wee plug in. Thanks for that. Nice one. Ian almost does BookTube. There's usually a link for it somewhere round about these videos. I've only put a few videos up on it so far. It's still a bit low key, but yeah, over there I do a lot more talking about books in general rather than the sales. I used to do those videos on this channel as well, but they kind of, potentially it's a different audience and all the rest of it, so I just moved them over to a separate channel. But obviously it's, well, they're like 100 odd subscribers and such like, so I don't make any money from them, which means that I can talk even more constantly, and I'm not very polite about some of the books I read. If I don't like a book, I'm quite happy to say so, even if other people think they should. So yeah, I do that over another channel, so if you want to check that out, Ian almost does BookTube, and you can see some of that there. And my chimney will smoke forever. Thank you. So yes, that's the Vinted, and that's the bottom end orders that we have worked our way through. So now we can get on to the big boys. The big boys. Where are we? 4 orders. And the cheapest, lowest value order on eBay yesterday was a bundle of 5, a pre-made bundle, 5 Family Saga Drama 5-book paperback bundle, lot 1. £8.79. So I've usually got these listed at like £10.99, something like that. And I've obviously taken an offer on that one. So £8.79 for those 5 paperbacks. A couple of quid in fees, £3 to post, so a couple of pound back on them. Not really great business, but it is what it is. Now, so that was £8.79. Now we're going to take a bit of a jump. We're going to jump all the way up to £30. £30 for a book. And it is Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Mist and Fury. Very good condition. And it's the original out-of-print version of the paperback. I've had a few different copies of these books, and typically they do very well. I've had that one for a wee while, right enough, but if I find them, I'll pick up the Sarah J. Maas books no matter what, because they're popular. But if you can find out a print covers, then you can get a wee bit more for them. So that was nice. 30 quid for that one there. And then we jump up again, not by quite as much as we did just there, but we're going all the way up to £39.99 for me elbowing the microphone. There we go. 40 quid for that. But what is it, you ask? I need to look at it. David Eddings. It's a big bundle of, I think, 13 David Eddings books. I made it up, wrapped it up, stuck it on the shelf, and it's been there for, I don't know, a couple of months, and that is it, finally sold. So I can't really show you what's inside it, but I can assure you it's books, and they're by David Eddings, and it was on rack 3. See? It says that in the front. So £39.99 for that lot. And now, drum roll, we've got our record-breaking eBay sale. This is the highest value sale I've had selling books on eBay, and I've had them sitting for a little while. It's a bundle of 4 books, and they sold for £280 for 4 books. So I'm delighted to get that moving. I'll show you what one of them looks like. It is Commercial Gardening, edited by John Weathers. And they're gorgeous books. Cracking condition. There's no fading. There's very little foxing on the pages. And they're apparently quite collectible. So I picked this up with a wee pile of antiquarian books quite a while ago now, a good few months. But they've been up at a high price, and they've just been sitting waiting for the right person to come along, which has happened in 1913. So these are well over 100 years now. By many practical specialists under the editorship of John Weathers, author of A Practical Guide to Garden Plants, French Market Gardening, The Bulb Book, etc. in 4 volumes, fully illustrated. So yeah, you can see just the condition of the pages. They really are all absolutely gorgeous, beautifully bound books. They're cloth bound, but the way the colour and everything has stood up without any fading is just fantastic. So they've been sat safely away in a box, and now they will get very carefully wrapped and packed up and shipped off tomorrow morning. They will go out tomorrow morning, and I'll be sending them with a slightly more experienced service than the usual tracked 48 hours, because the less time they spend in transit, the less chance of anything untoward happening to them. So we'll get them packed up and shipped out first thing in the AM tomorrow. But yeah, £280. So I don't know if whoever bought them is a viewer. If you are, thank you very, very much for buying them and your support. So Tom, if you're out there, don't know if that's your name or just part of your ID, but that's all we're going to go with. Thank you very, very much, and I hope you like them. So yeah, it just goes to show, again, they were found in a charity shop. I did buy them separately from other books, but they were found in a charity shop. So it's you don't know what you're going to find when you're out and about, and it's just a wee banging sale, which is kind of beginning to take eBay where I have decided I want it to be, which is just the more unusual, high-end, high-value items on eBay, where there's potentially a larger audience, and all the bread and butter, I just want to keep that shifting through Vinted. So we've been playing with our prices a little bit on there. That's very much the royal we. I have. So started everything at £1, thereabouts. And then there was comments, obviously, suggestions saying, well, if you were to charge £2 and you made the sale, you're going to double your profit. So you could do, even if you made half the sales, you'd make the same amount of money, which is a lot less work, which of course makes complete and utter sense. So I didn't do that in a lot of places though, but I did start trying different price points from £1 upwards for different books, different types of books. But I think I've now got quite a good sense of where I want my price point in Vinted to be to create maximum sales against profit. So that's what I'm going with moving forward. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because that's my secret. Or more to the point, I can't quite remember exactly what I decided, so I don't want to say something and then people going on going, these books are one he said they were going to be, that's rubbish, man. So yeah, we'll give that a buy. Somebody yesterday, yes, someone said they preferred Mystic River to Shutter Island. Now, Mystic River was very good. Shutter Island, because it was just that wee bit creepier and darker, I admit I preferred Shutter Island as the book and as the film, but Mystic River was very good. But Dennis Lehane, is it Kenzie and Gennaro? I think that's the name. We wrote a handful of books, there might be half a dozen of them, with these 2 detectives, and they're just so good, so much better than all the Bosch and Alex Cross and all of those things. They're brilliant books. He's a fantastic writer, and they did make one film out of them. I'm sure it was Casey Affleck, wasn't it? I cannot remember. Gone Baby Gone? I can't remember what it was that they made. When it turns into a film, they just become thrillers because, you know, a good filmmaker, good director, good cast, good script can take any thriller book and turn it into a good thriller movie, regardless of where it started. But on the page, you know, compared to, I mean, Michael Connelly's quite good, Ian Rankin's quite good, Jeffrey Deaver, quite enjoy a bit of Jeffrey Deaver. James Patterson, I'm not a fan, I'll admit it, but you know, they have their fans. There's lots of them out there, but Dennis Lehane, I'm sure it's Kenji and Gennaro, that wee series of books is, for me, they were so much better written than a lot of the other stuff that just spits out. So if you like that kind of book, if you've not tried Dennis Lehane, give it a go. I say Mystic River and Shutter Island, standalone books, fantastic. Kenji and Gennaro series, brilliant. And more recently, he's written a few kind of historical gangster type books, The Given Day, and something else with Night. There's 3 or 4 that are kind of grouped together. They're really good as well. So yeah, Dennis Lehane, I would recommend trying Dennis Lehane if you haven't in the past. Cracking writer, and one that doesn't seem to get talked about very, very much, although the film adaptations have all been very, very, very well received. Anywho, enough of that. That's where we're going to end it today. I do need to get some of these packed up just now and then get some lunch, and then I'm going to go climbing again because I'm almost not sore. Just there to there. Just it's a bit tight there to there. Everything else is feeling absolutely fine, so I'm going to go climbing again because it's such a lovely day. It's important to be inside in a room with no windows and air conditioning, or maybe not. And yeah, I might do a wee bit of a pick-up on my way there. Might not. I'll see if I can be bothered. But either way, I'll see you lot tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all of those things. Have you made it to the end again? Was that just a fluke yesterday? I don't know. What should the comment be if you make it to the end today? In fact, I'll let the first person who gets to the end and comments decide. So you'll need to go and check the comments to see what they've said. So we want the title of a book. The title of a book. Don't have anything else in it, just the title of a random book. And anyone else that gets to the end, see if you can find what the first person that made it there said and comment that as well. Just for some giggles, you know, nothing else. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you tomorrow.